Why am I waking up and Julian Lopetegui's still in a job? Listen, it's early. It's 7:20 in the morning as I'm walking to work. I can't do it anymore. I can't. I've lost interest in West Ham. It's like every game's an inevitability at the moment. The Newcastle game was a blip in like the universe that West Ham somehow managed to take their chances, ride their luck a bit and get a win. Arsenal back to normality. Leicester last night. Leicester City. Again, as Gonzo said in his video and a couple of other channels have said, no disrespect to them, gotta be beating them. There's no point going over the game. I can talk about the lineup, dropping Emerson, putting Wan-Bissaka left back, pointless. What else? Somerville, the guy being one of our best players, you know, don't start. It's just ridiculous. And straight away, high line again, get caught out by the man who's made a whole career of it. Jamie Vardy, a good goal as well. Mav, I don't know why he stepped back. It's just ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous, guys. And then, you know, 2-0, 3-0. The only positive from the game is Fulkrug scored. That's literally the only positive in that game. People sit here, you know, the pundits, etc. Oh yeah, but West Ham had 30 shots at goal. You know, they had an XP of whatever it is. I can't stand that XP crap. They had an XP of like 2.3, blah blah blah. Who cares? We lost again to a team that's down there. It got to go. I have to be reading. I hope and pray that, you know, I teach my lesson this morning. I get on my tea break and bang, I see the flag on Twitter or see the flag on the West Ham website saying he's gone, that they've had a meeting last night or they've had a meeting this morning and he's gone. Can I see it? No, because Sullivan hasn't got it. He hasn't got the cojones to do it. He won't admit he's wrong, and this is why this club is going nowhere. This club will never be anywhere under Sullivan, and it needs to fall back on him now. Like I say, it gets to a certain point where it's not Lopetegui anymore. It's the club not making a decision, not being proactive, not wanting to be the best, not wanting to give West Ham fans what we deserve. Like I say, none of us sit here and dream that we're going to win the Premier League. None of us sit here and say Champions League football. We want to see some good football. We want to be competitive. We want to be passionate. And it's not there. The identity of this football club has gone completely. I'm done. I'm absolutely done. Who's this? Good morning. We were absolutely crap. Loppy needs to go. Enjoy work. It's better than West Ham. It certainly is, mate. It certainly is. Like I say, the game is pointless talking about. It's just the same old. How come, again, Tobido wasn't there yesterday, but how can West Ham spend over, like if you include Wan-Bissaka in that as well, we spent nearly over 80 million on defence. Can't defend. West Ham cannot defend. I don't know. Can't defend. We've got no midfield. You know, Socek Solid was okay yesterday. You know, he was about. He again doing the same sort of thing that Paquetá does with give the ball away. But yeah, it's just we're desperate for some athletic midfield. Alvarez is gone. Alvarez is shot at the minute as well. He looked awful. Like he couldn't run with the ball. He's sort of close control wasn't there. It's just ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. What else we got here? It needs to be sacked this morning. Otherwise, there will be no riots. And then there's some little trolls in there who's got no sad lives at 7:20 in the morning. Yeah, so he needs to go. I don't know who it's going to be. You know, we've got the Portuguese guy, Cohen Sex Whales, I think is how you pronounce it. Doing some research on him. Another pragmatist. Doesn't play progressive football. You got Edin Terzic, who's obviously we all know is Slav's assistant. With Dortmund, again, all fell out of trouble with Dortmund because of the players didn't like the way he played. He's had rows with Fulkrug, and guess what? Another pragmatist who's free. All these managers we're linked with, free, pragmatist. safe bets, as he says. Well, this one ain't been a safe bet, has it? Show a bit of ambition. Have a gamble, because your gambles never pay off. You brought in Pellegrini, didn't work. Brought in Lopetegui, hasn't worked. Moyes worked in spite of you. Listen, I wanted Moyes gone. I respected what Moyes did. Give me a great day with a trophy. Give me some great European adventures. And we did play some good football in that COVID year. But that was in spite. He was probably, you know, that was just tail between the leg. Need someone who's free. And he brought him in. We never go and get someone. I'm bored of tears. All I watch is, you know, most of the things I watch on YouTube is West Ham channels. And we're all just so deflated and so... We've just run out of passion and run out of energy. It's just sad. It's sad to be a West Ham fan at the minute after having such optimism in May when Moyes did go. We're all there thinking this is a chance. This is a chance to turn a new leaf. Steiden's going to get what he wants. Steiden's going to be able to pick the manager. Steiden's not fully, you know, blameless in this, but he's trying to do his job with his hands tied behind his back. You know, oh, you can have a couple of players, but you can't have your manager. So we can't buy players that suit a manager's system. And you got this one buying players, this one buying players, this one buying players, and then we wonder and sit there why it doesn't work. It's a ridiculously run football club. It's a circus, and Sullivan just needs to go. Just go, mate. Just go from my club. You're killing my football club. Absolutely killing my football club. It's ridiculous. The cheap. Always done like it's a 1980s Del Boy, like, oh, can I have a couple of quid off his compensation? Oh, I'm going to hold it a little bit longer because I want to save a couple of quid so I can take the dolly bird out on the boat. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. Sullivan ain't got the balls. He needs to go along with Loppy. Midfield looks like it's running in treacle. Solah's an half-decent player. However, some lack the speed. It's right, mate. You're right. You're completely right. Like I say, do I expect him to go? No. If it was me, would I sack him? 100,000,000%. It's gone. It's gone. It's gone. We need new ideas. I feel so sorry for players like Jared Bowen. I really do. Because all we're getting in the press at the minute, you know, Adrian Charles can't stand him anyway. All you're getting from it, the press is, oh, Jared Bowen should be playing for a Champions League team. You know, he shouldn't be playing for West Ham. Bloody. No, we just need a manager who can galvanise this team and get the best out of them, rather than keep trying to make up systems, playing players out of position. And this team has got talent. It has got talent. Kadu's talented player. Bowen, talented player. The defence, if it was well organised, could be talented. We've got Wan-Bissaka, fantastic right back, playing left back. Do you know what I mean? It just needs a manager that can sort it out, go back to basics, stop this overcomplicated style of football, give us back our midfield. It's just ridiculous. Honestly, I'm done. I'm running out of words. I can't even, like, reviewing games at the minute. Like the Arsenal game, I couldn't even be bothered to do it. I didn't get time, to be fair, but and this one, it was like, I'm watching but not watching. Do you know what I mean? What I've started doing now is, rather than watch it on telly, I watch it on my phone, because I know we're probably going to go 1 or 2-0 down, so I just have it on the side like that, and I'm, you know, little glancing. There's no there's no like build up of anxiety or anticipation for a game at the minute. It sucked everything out of me. Sucked all the life and joy out of my football team. It's gone at the minute. It's completely gone. It looks like we're going backwards, and I think Nick said it on Claret and Booze, on his little rant. He said, we've got great players, but because of people like Sullivan constantly not, you know, going a little bit more ambitious, we're going to lose them. It took us this long to be able to get players like that in, you know, getting back in Europe and stuff, and we was able to buy a Paquetá, we was able to buy an Alvarez, we was able to buy a Kudus. They're going to be gone in the summer. Kudus is going, 1,000,000% Kudus is going. Paquetá probably career's over, and if his career's not over, will go somewhere. Alvarez has been wanting out since last summer, and if he wouldn't have got injured, would have probably been at Man United. And then you're back to this. You can't attract those sort of players because we're not in Europe. We've had a bad season. We're not an attractive football proposition anymore. The project, as it's been sold to these players, is now fraudulent. I don't know. I don't know, guys. I really don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think he's going to go today? Or do you think we're going to have to suffer at least one more? And do you have any hope for that game as well? Wolves are a good side. You know, again, they've had a sort of a mixed season. But they've got that Cunha up front, who's a fantastic striker. And, you know, they've got some decent players. Wouldn't it be, you know, rub salt in the wounds if Dawson was the one to get rid of Loppy? That would just rub it in. And Wolves being the club that Lopetegui left in the doldrums, wouldn't it be just ironic that that happens? I don't know. Like I say, and I'm not filled with any excitement with him going. As much as I want him to go, as I say, there's no excitement for him to go because I'm not inspired by any of the names we are linked with. None of them. Unless he completely blows us out the water, Sullivan, which ain't going to happen, and he brings in a Carrick, a Areola, a Thomas Frank, whatever you want, then maybe I'd sit back and go, okay, we'll give this one a chance. But no, any manager we're linked with is going to be a pragmatist, who's jobless, who's probably fallen out of a job in bad terms, like Terzic, like Cohen Sex Whales, and it's just so uninspiring to be a West Ham fan at the minute. Anyway, guys, I'm going to leave it there because there's nothing more. There's no positive to talk about. It's just every West Ham channel is the same at the minute, and it's just sad. It's sad to see, you know, my YouTube West Ham colleagues and friends out there, and West Ham fans in general, you know, just in such a bad way. It's such a bad, sad state. I'm going to read this last comment, I'll wrap up. He won't sack him. He's stubborn, poison, dwarf, and won't admit he's messed up. Bored of it all. Boring managers with no vision of winning. 100 million percent, mate. 100 million percent. Anyway, guys, I'm going to leave it there. If you've watched live, before you go, please hit the like button. If you're watching it back, replay, comment along. Let me know what you guys think. I hope I can come back as positive Luke soon. But I think it's going to be a long time. A long time. Till next time, guys, come on your irons. Keep believing if you can. Let's go.